Hello guys, welcome to my latest video. So in today's video, following the tradition, because in the last few videos I made a tutorial about Mu Online, I usually do after that some tutorials about Lineage2, which is another very historic and very successful MMO RPG. So this time around I will bring you the tutorial on how to make a server with Lineage2, but this time around with one of the latest versions ever released, which is Essence 6.3 Crusader. This time around it's going to be with using the server files of this server emulator developer called Mobius. I don't know if this guy actually does like private, commissions, but he made some releases of his work. I tested this game server all day, all these past 3 days. I have to say that it works pretty nice. The process is pretty straightforward, it's pretty easy. But the thing is that some NPCs don't have the dialogue completed. Some NPCs do work and everything, but some other NPCs, as I was able to locate in the outside of, for example, Talking Village, the islands of the humans, there are some guards going around that they don't have the dialogue. But I don't know, maybe you can do it also, whatever. But the overall gameplay of the server is pretty nice. So the process is very simple. As always, you have to go to my website to download the things. You go to the forum, register, wait for email confirmation. Once you're accepted, usually doesn't take more than 1 day. You'll see the hack and slash thread with all the games and stuff like that. So once you download the files, you will have a couple of files here, which are the programs that you need. We only will need the Eclipse. Is here. I already extracted so that to make the video a bit faster. You will need to install Navicat. This time around I'm going to give you the Navicat 12 version. The installation is very straightforward. You just have to install the normal installation executable, and once you install it, just go to the keygen folder and use this crack to the crack procedure is very simple. If you can search into my past videos, I made a video like 8 or 7 years ago talking about Lineage, and in one of those first steps I was teaching you how to install this Navigat. It's very simple. You just have to apply the offline crack. You just have to copy a paragraph of code and paste it inside the crack and paste it back again. It's very simple. So once you have to install Navigat. Eclipse you don't have to install, you just have to extract it, and also you have to install this thing, which is the pack of the Java stuff, so that this server emulator is made in Java, I believe. So you will need this thing, this version specifically, the JDK 17.0.2 pack, so that everything works. So those are the only 3 things. And also remember to install SAMP. SAMP, the only thing that you will need is actually MySQL. You don't have to install FileZilla, you don't have to install Mercury, you don't have to install Tomcat. Only MySQL is the one that we will be using. Make sure that this one is in green. Once you execute it in the control panel, or once you install it, make sure that MySQL is running. So once we've done that, you should have your source code here of the emulator. It's not yet compiled. You have to compile it using the Eclipse. So you open Eclipse. We launch Eclipse. You just wait until Eclipse is opened. So we go to File, we go to Import, and we go and look for Next, and we go and look for the source code folder, which is actually this one. You just double click it, and once you double click it, you select the folder and click and finish. So here you should be able to see the folder of the source. The most important file here is this one, as you see, which is build XML. So just click in beam XML with a little drawing of an ant, right click and click in run as, and then go into one ant build. So the whole process will start. The compiling process will start. You will see that some blue text. The thing that you have to check out for is whenever it says compiling successful. When that says When that reads in this little window, it's because the process is done. So you have to wait a couple of seconds. You see that all the things are working here. You have to wait until it says successful. Let's wait a couple of seconds more, and here you can see build successful. So once you read this, it means that everything is fine, everything is done. So click and close Eclipse. We no longer need this shit program. So just delete Eclipse, and also the source code, we no longer need it. So we can put it aside in some other place. We will not be using that anymore. So the new folder is going to be created. This is going to be the build folder. Just take out the zip file. The rest you just can delete it. So the zip file here, this is going to be the source. So the zip file, you can extract it into a folder. This is going to be our server, newly created and newly compiled. So we are basically done. We have the game client, which is the actual client here, and we should have the server. So the server, we have to do a couple of things. Always make sure to have, I have to close this. Always make sure to have the SAMP running with MySQL. Always make sure that it's going green. Go into the DB installer in the server and install the game server here. You will see this huge ass logo of Mobius. Make sure to just do this and click and connect. But before doing that, I forgot that you also have to install Navigat, as you remember. And in Navigat, you have to create a new connection. You have to create a new connection. The connection should have these files, you know, this data. It should be called localhost. For this one, username root and no password. So once you create a new connection, you will see that here, and you double click it, and you only have these things. So now we're gonna go and click and connect. The server is going to be installed, you know, all the tables and stuff like that. And also you have to do the same for the login server. Wait for the logo to go out. Come on and connect, install login, and it's fine. So just to make sure that everything was installed correctly, just right click here, close connection, right click here, open connection, and you will see that the new database was created. Double click and you'll see all these little tables. So this is just for amusement. You can edit some tables if you want. If you go to characters, you can change the access level. For example, if you want to make an admin, you scroll all right here. First, you obviously have to create a character by entering the game client, but once the character is created, you just have to access level here, edit it, and put maybe 100, which will make you an admin. So we will see that later. So once we have done with this, we are going to go to libs folder. We're gonna copy game server, go into the game, and we're gonna paste this, and we're gonna go back into the libs, and we're gonna copy login server, and we're gonna go into login and paste login server. So once we are here, just feel free to execute login server. You should be able to see like a terminal. This is going to be the login server, and then we're gonna go into the game folder and we're gonna execute game server. We should be able to see another terminal. So the secret here is not to enter the game until you have effectively heard a little Windows sound, you know, the classical Windows sound of alert. So we're gonna wait and hear for the sound. Alright, so as you can see, we heard that sound. That means that the server is completely ready. So yeah, next thing that you want to do is go into your game client, go into your system here, and in the system you should be able to see, we're gonna go into files, we're gonna copy L2 ini editor, and in here you should be able to edit, double click it into, double click the L2 ini editor, and scroll down, and here you'll be able to change your address of the server. We are just testing this thing in a local, in the same computer that is hosting the server, so you can easily put your local generic IP 127.0.0.1. In case you want to go in more specific, you can always put your local IP of the computer itself, is the same. But if you're going to, you know, to spread this client with your friends and stuff from all over the world in order to be able to join your server, here make sure always to put your external IP. But in this case, I will put the local IP. So just close and everything should be fine. So the server, as you can see, will have these two icons, which means that it's running. So we're gonna execute the game and we'll see how it looks. We're gonna create a character, and then I want to teach you how to make you admin. Put whatever. The user is going to be created automatically the time that you click in login. Here obviously are all the races.
Welcome to Lineage 2. This is the sacred spring where the Mother Tree, the mother of all elves, is worshipped before journeying forth to the outside world.
Okay, so I mute this thing because it was going to be impossible to talk with you guys. So we created our first character. As you can notice, this version of Lineage will have another icon, which is teleport, which I think completely breaks the experience because you will be able to teleport to any place of the map, which is kind of a, you know, like it breaks the experience for me. So I will teach you also how to disable that thing. And we are pretty much done here. I'm going to teach you how to make yourself admin. So let's go out. You can once you created the character, you can just exit the game. So in order to create a character, you just have to open this Navigat again. Let's go back into the Mobius table here, you know, the database, go into characters. You'll see the newly created character, which is Sora, the one that I created. And we're going to access level, and we're gonna change it into 100, and we're gonna close this and save it. So now we should be admins, and also we're gonna, we will change that thing of the teleporter. So we're gonna go into the server thing, we're gonna go into the game, we're gonna go into config, and we're gonna go into, I don't remember, let's go into total commander. I'm gonna search for that thing. So we're gonna go into desktop, we're gonna go into the server folder. I think it was in games, obviously, in config. Alright, so I think it was in game config character. So I'm gonna close this. Yeah, game config character. So a way to get rid of that teleport, just go into game config character. We're gonna look for teleport, not this one. Okay, I think this is the thing. Apparently, until from level 1 to level 40, you will be able to freely teleport, which completely breaks the experience. So one way that I found is just change this to 0, so no one will be able to teleport with that thing. If you guys know a better way to, you know, to remove this thing, because we'll even though this is going to be like disabled, you'll still be able to see the menu icon of the teleport. So if you guys know how to remove that, just put it into the comments. So now we're gonna go back into the game, and we will have to, and I will show you that we are already admins and we have disabled the teleports. Remember that I disabled also the sound so that it's not annoying for the video. So we enter again. Remember that every time that you put a different username, a different account is going to be created, but this time I'm going to get into the same account that I created. Clicking OK. Here we have a character. We should be admins now. Yeah, you see that we are now in yellow. It says invincible and we are looking funny. So, yeah, let's see if we can teleport. Let's hope not. Fuck. Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, because I think that what we have to change is that instead of 0, it should be 1. Let's see. No, because we didn't load the changes into the server. So let's put reload configs here. Config, yeah, okay. So now we're gonna enter again, and let's hope that now it does change the thing. So let's go into the game client and let's try again. Yeah, because I didn't load it. I should have first shut down the server and start it again, or just do that and just click and refresh or whatever. The stupid menu of the icons, whatever. Okay, we enter again. Let's see if the teleport is... We're obviously going to be in another place, probably. I don't know if... Yeah. But it doesn't matter. So let's see if the teleport works now. No, we cannot teleport anymore. As you can see, the teleport has been disabled. Okay, so now we are admin, we are yellow, we are invisible. So all you have to do, like in my previous tutorials, just type in the chat thing //admin, and here you'll be able to change whatever things, you know, using all the power of an admin. Going to GM, we're gonna remove the invisibility. We are also godlike, so we're gonna be mortal again. Clicking vulnerability, you will be able to write stuff like this dragon or wyvern or whatever you want to call it, and you'll be able to fly all over the world of Lineage. So yeah, you can see that we are actually flying in all different kind of directions, going to whatever. Here's the map. It's very huge as always. Here's the map of the game. We are actually in the human Talking Island thing, but here you have all the maps. You know, all the different races here are the elves, the dark elves, the gnomes or whatever are here. These new little elves with magic are, I believe, in Wind Village, and the orcs are somewhere around here, I guess. So yeah, it's a pretty cool thing to do. You can just travel around the map and stuff like that. If you want to create your own items and things like that, we're gonna get out of this dragon. So if you want to create your own items, all you have to do is go into the game shop, the game master shop or stuff. Just give it some armor to your character. You can select whatever grade. For example, let's put this thing, purchase, and we're gonna keep this. As you can see, now our elf has some strange looking set. So yeah, basically that's pretty much it. You can do whatever you want with the admin commands. You can also move characters, you can ban characters, stuff like that, send people to jail, you know, also edit your character. If you go into the car tab, go into list, select your character. Here you can edit your levels. Level, for example, you can put, now we're level 1, but we can change everything. We can even change the race back into different races. So let's see, for example, let's see, level, we want to be level 80. Set level, we have level up. And yeah, basically that's the, you can also run faster. If you go to GM, let's go into 4. Now we'll like flash. So yeah, that's basically a tutorial. I'm gonna keep this pretty. So I hope you guys liked it. See you next time in the next video. Bye.